Oh, hey people, Magic Goat here, your missing father figure. I know I've been away for quite a while. It was a long line for the milk, and I picked up some cigarettes along the way. I do have a very rational explanation for all of you, but before that, I'm going to take out my belt, bring out the alcohol, stack up the cigarettes, and complain to you about one of the most popular games currently available, Silksong. I hate Silksong Act 1. I think it's bad. Wait, I hear you thinking. What do you mean Silksong Act 1 is bad? Silksong is a golden child, a perfect idol, something that has arrived through the darkness to grace our consoles and computers. Well, you're wrong. I fucking hate it. I hate Act 1. At one point, I thought it was irrational, but the more I think about it, the more I realize that, wow, I really hate this game compared to Hollow Knight. I really wish I was playing Hollow Knight instead of Silksong. Some of you may not agree with me, and that's alright. You're not crazy. However, I'm always correct. Silksong Act 1 is terrible. My first of many problems has to do with exploration. Silksong's exploration sucks compared to Hollow Knight, at least until Act 2. In Hollow Knight, to begin your journey, you go through King's Path, and then you have to go through 3 zones. These zones are non-optional. Once you're done with these 3 zones, the map mostly opens up. In Silksong, you need to go through 5 zones. 4 if we don't include the tutorial. Many people seem to disagree with me. They say, whoa there, Buster. That's not true. You can go to Huntsman's Path and fight some ants. Or, hey, you can go to the right of Greymoor and kill some birds. Wow, amazing. Too bad, these are very, very minor compared to Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight, most of the map opens up, especially once you get the wall climb. It's the same in Silksong, but getting the wall climb takes fucking forever. Not only that, but the exploration, at least in Act 1, is objectively less fulfilling. In Hollow Knight, especially early on, you have limited places you can explore, but you can still find plenty of cool things, like the Fury Charm if you learn how to bounce on spikes. The Charm Merchant, heck, after you get the wall jump, you can even find the guy who sells fragile charms, something I didn't discover until the end of the game. This is not the case in Silksong. Oh sure, you can find a couple of cool things. Most of the yellow charms are absolutely fucking worthless, of course. And there's only a couple of tools that you can get early on. But it's a good thing you can fully customize yourself in lots of unique ways. Oh wait, no you can't. They completely changed charms. Now you have tools, yellow charms, and blue charms. And the amount that you can equip is based off of your crest, which is your moveset. In theory, the movesets are very cool and are your main reward for exploring early on. However, if you, unfortunately, only like the starting moveset, well, sucks to suck. You don't get anything. You don't like the Reaper Charm? Crest, rather? Sucks. You don't like Wanderers because you think Huntress's moveset is way cooler? Sucks. Oh man, you found the Beast Charm and has a cool and interesting moveset? Well, I hope you don't like using the cool blue charms because you don't get to pick any of them at all. Eventually, you get agnostic slots so that you can equip more charms, but that comes much later. In Hollow Knight, you had charm slots, and you had to pick and choose, or over-equip your charms, and it was a super fun system. Now, you get 2 blues, 2 yellows, 2 reds, and 1 silk shot. That's right, you don't even get to have all your spells equipped. Wow, amazing. So cool. I fucking hate it. Don't forget that getting health upgrades is actually fucking worthless. That's right. Now, I don't have a problem with the game's difficulty. What I do have a problem with is that getting mask shards is worthless until you get 8 of them. Why 8, you may ask? Well, getting your 6th health slot is useful for exploration, but for boss fights, it's totally fucking worthless because most bosses do 2 hearts of damage every attack. I know I'm saying hearts instead of masks, but I'm not going to edit it because Silksong makes me act up. Silksong makes me very unhappy. I love Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is one of exactly 2 Metroidvanias I've completed in the last decade, and I played it 6 years ago. Many people have told me that this game feels like you're supposed to play it immediately after Hollow Knight, which is crazy. If this is meant to be something you play immediately in hard mode, surely they would make us have access to mobility tools early. Oh wait, no they don't. Sorry, the game doesn't start until you get the dash. Not really, because you have almost no mobility options and no combat options in a world built around the dash. Now, all of this is very frustrating. It makes me very unhappy. But I'm still playing Silksong. I'm in Act 2. However, even in Act 2, where the world finally opens up and I'm finally having fun, I'm still fucking angry. Because there's so many things in this game that feel like they're made to be frustrating, and they weren't in Hollow Knight. Number 1. Shards. Oh yes, most people are probably thinking I would complain about rosaries. And you know what? I do think the rosary economy is dumb. However, the shard economy is way worse. Oh man, having to use up your healing resource to cast spells? What an ingenious system. How fun, how provocative, how interesting. It rewards you for not getting hit because it means you get to cast more spells. Well, get that out of the way. Who needs that? Now you get stupid mask fragments, something that you can run out of incredibly quickly. And if you run out, well, you better go grind for them. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you fighting a boss over and over again and using tools a key part of your fucking moveset? Well, unfortunately for you, you've run out. Go grind. Go grind tons. Grind up to 700. Grind up extra packs. Who cares? Whatever. It's not like I totally want to grind all the time in this fucking Metroidvania. Please. It's so much fun to stop exploring and stop progressing to go fucking grind. But I hear you call. I hear you think. They need to be this way because of the Architect crest, which can craft more shards. Wow, I'd rather not have the Architect crest then, because this punishes everyone. Why can't we just have a balanced amount of tools that they think is fair? Why do we need to have a more tool count than they think is fair, but to balance it out, you have to grind? It's nauseating. I hate it. I hate this game half the time, and yet I still play it, and that makes it all the worst. Silksong isn't a bad game on a fundamental level. The movement is cool, the world is even cooler, and there's all sorts of fun things. I love playing music for random NPCs, and I love the funny sounds Hornet makes as he jumps around and smacks directly into a wall. However, I can't stop wanting to think to myself, man, this is really cool and all, but you know what was better? Hollow Knight. It had a better map. It had a better charm system. The story, maybe it's better now. And Hornet is definitely a much more interesting character, but my goodness, is it not frustrating to see all of the steps back for all of the steps forward? It's okay if you like Silksong more than Hollow Knight, but I just can't help but think that really, why did we need this game? Farloom is a cool place, but did we really need to change out all of these systems? Were these changed because they actually make the game better, or is it because it turns the game into Dark Souls? I like Dark Souls, but Dark Souls is not why I like Hollow Knight. Now that that's out of the way, let me give you a short little channel update. I got incredibly busy with real life. I had to channel my creative juices into something else. And because of that, I've been away for a long time. Even this video is a new style I wanted to experiment with, and because I really wanted to complain about my issues with Silksong, because I feel like I'm locked in a metal room where everyone is like, oh my goodness, I love this thing, it's the greatest thing ever, and I'm just sitting there thinking, wow, I disagree entirely. So, going forward, there will probably be more videos on this channel. They will not be bi-weekly, they will come out whenever. And I don't know what exactly they're going to be about. I'll probably be experimenting, maybe trying to go with something that requires a little less editing, and possibly attempting to stream. Anyways, I was Magic Goat, your absentee father figure, and now I'm going to leave to go get more cigarettes. But before I go, I want to remind you all that I love each and every one of you in a completely normal way.